Good afternoon, hockey fans. We're here at the Chandler Ice Den in Chandler, Arizona. We're getting ready to broadcast the game between the Team Colorado 14U AA and the Arizona Kachinas 14U AA. I believe the Kachinas have won. I know they lost to the Dallas Stars. I believe they won their first game against. They lost to Mountain Selects. And now they're playing us. So this is their third game for both teams. This Team Colorado has been pretty dominant in this series so far in the districts. So we're getting ready to play here. Warm-ups are going on. We're about 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes left in the warm-ups, and we should be ready to go. Yeah, the Mountain Selects beat up on the Arizona Kachinas 7-1 in yesterday's game. And on Thursday, they got beat by the Dallas Stars Elite 2-1. Team Colorado has not given up a goal in both games so far. So we'll see if they can keep that going. But we got a game that's going to be played here in about 1:30, so stick with us. Should be a fun one, and this is the final for the to put up for the 1 and 2 seeds. The 1 and 2 seeds will actually go forward and play one more game tomorrow, and then I believe the winner of that goes to the Nationals in Sioux Falls. But it's far from over, so we'll see what happens. In the meantime, 1 minute left. Stick with us, and we'll keep you going with the play-by-play as we always do. All right. Also, you'll notice we have a little bit different camera configuration than normal. There's a certain spot we can't go past with the camera equipment. So we're having to set up our cameras down the wall and then use our main camera that's actually rotational. We use that to capture as much of the rink as we can. So you're probably going to see, as the camera moves back and forth, you're probably going to see all of our cameras stuck on the glass all the way down the wall. Anyway, warm-ups are done. We are ready to go. Teams are doing their final get-together, but we're ready for some hockey. I don't know about anybody else. Thank you to my cameraman who, incidentally, forgot to change the period yesterday. It stayed at first period for the entirety of the game. He's nodding his head in agreement, so I'll get on him about that today so we don't have that issue happen. But other than that, he did a great job. There was a time warp. They played the entire game in the first period. And down goes the ref. I think he stepped on a puck or something. Got taken out by a bucket. As an official, the fall isn't what gets you. It's the embarrassment. I can tell you that for fact. All right, it looks like we got Gray, number 11, starting out, taking the face-off for Team Colorado, number 88 for the Kachinas. Puck is down. We are ready to go. Marvisi with the puck. Ends up losing it, backhands it up. taken by 10, thrown back down, picked up by Bachman. Bachman carries it up and ends up going down, and we got an offsides call right out of the gate 15 seconds in. All right, face off again. Colorado comes away with that one. Choi takes it in. Off the stick of Gray. Gray with it. Gray battling for it. Choi comes down to help out. Gets bumped off the stick. Gray again with it. Thrown up the boards by the Kachinas. Bachman with it. Throws it towards the net. That's batted at. Back to the slot. Thrown back down. Marvisi racing to get it. And Bachman beats out everybody. Picks it up. Quick change of direction. Marvisi now with it. Backhands it up the boards. And it's stopped there by the Kachinas. I didn't get a good view of the number of that player, but it ends up on Lyons, and she just covers that up, and we get a stoppage of play. Puck dropped yet again. Colorado comes away with it. And a little battle down below the goal line. Out from behind the net comes Colorado. Picked up by, who was that? That was Landkammer over to Milish. Down to Landkammer. Landkammer with it. Centering pass right through the slot. Picked up by 42. Kept in by Fry. Fry had it knocked off her stick. Kachinas get it back over to the far side to number 29. Around Rowan. Rowan with a good backhand. But she gave it over right to one of the Kachinas who throws it on Lyons. She hops on the puck and covers it up, so we get another stoppage of play early on. A lot of stoppages so far. We're only a minute and a half into this game, and I think we're on our third or fourth face-off now. I believe that's Landa taking the draw for Colorado, and Colorado wins that one. Kind of fell behind Landa, though. Up to the point. Eaton there battling for it. Kicks at it. Gets it out of the zone. Back to 55 for the Kachinas. 55 bounces it off the boards. Batted at a couple times by a couple different players. Ends up back on the stick of 55. She throws it up to 77. Down into the Colorado zone. Picked up behind the net. And whiffed at was by one of the Kachinas thrown cross ice. Eaton with the head of steam comes in. Quick change of direction. Ends up losing the puck. Gives it over to 77. Back to the point. Fry able to keep it in. Thomason there. And back to Thomason. Thomason with a shot. That was earmarked for top shelf in the net, but it goes over. I think the goaltender actually did make a save there. Batted at over to the near side boards. Rolls all the way up to the neutral zone. Cross ice pass. Kachinas having to reset. Thrown in. Not offsides. Colorado picks it back up. Back up to Thomason. Thomason gives it over to Landa. Landa just throws it in. Bounces off the back boards. Picked up behind the Kachinas net. A little dipsy-do. And out of the zone it comes. Wadey there to put some pressure on, and she's not able to get a stick on it. Goes all the way back for Butenweiser down low. Chipped up the near far side boards. Thrown towards the net. Saved by Lyons. Another bat, but that goes off a skate right in front. Rimmed around. Picked up by the Kachinas right at the blue line. Thrown towards the net. Blocked up front. Number 10 with it. Little backhand pass to the point and chipped down low. Butenweiser with it. Takes a couple swings at it, picks it back up, and gets it up to Corrigan. Corrigan shot saved by the goaltender, and we get another stoppage of play. I think so far in this game that was the longest stretch where we didn't have a stoppage. My cameraman is giving me side eye there, nodding agreeably. Gray taking the face off. One back by Gray. Storfa with it, gets it back to Collins. Collins throws it down low. Number 14 gets it and rims it all the way around. Butenweiser, they're right there to keep it in, but only temporarily. Finally picked up, and Gray with it now. Back to Collins. Collins ends up losing it. Batted down low into the Colorado zone by the Kachinas. Still no score in this game. Colorado trying to get it out of their zone, and the Kachinas just throw it down deep. And looks like we might have a penalty being called, a hooking call, so it seems. I didn't get a good look at the official, so we'll see what he calls here in a second and verify that. I believe it's on Colorado. Collins going to the box for a hook. That puts the Kachinas on a power play early on in this game. Yeah. Yep. She's the one with the puck right now, just had it knocked off her stick. Plowman gets it in deep into the Kachinas zone. Number 22 with it, bounces it off the far side boards, carried up and kept in by Bachman, thrown down low. Plowman trying to get to it. She gets bumped off the far side boards yet again. Batted at, Plowman again with it, throws it towards the net, but it goes slightly wide, ends up behind the goal line. And batted out, Marvisi with it. Throws it over to the near side, back into the Kachinas zone. Number 22 gets it, throws it in, Marvisi with it. Had it knocked away from her. And Marvisi picks it back up. Carries it in. She gets bumped and ends up losing the puck. Back down low. Rimmed around over to the near side. Eaton there to pinch it off and throw it back down low. Kachinas pick it up. Number 88 carries it in to the Colorado zone into the near side corner. One of the Colorado players goes down. Can't tell which one. Colorado, I forgot to mention, Colorado's now back at full strength. Kachinas pick it up, number 55 with it. Chips it up, and we got no icing call as it was tipped by one of her teammates. Down behind the net. Cannot tell who that is. Sorry, it's a little far away. One of the reasons I like to video from center ice, it's so much easier. Landa had it for a second there and ended up losing it. The puck stalled right in front in a little gaggle of girls. Up to Thomason. Thomason carries it in. Had it knocked off her stick right at the last second. Back to the point. I believe that was Rowan over to Eaton. Eaton loses a handle on it. Fry with it. Carries it in, and we got an offsides call as Fry made a move at the blue line. Rule number 1, don't make a move at the blue line. Flanagan taking the draw off to Wadey. Shot wide of the net. Kachinas not able to get a stick on it. Puck is bouncing around. Corrigan comes away with it, but not very cleanly. Wadey with a good little bump. Chipped down low. Corrigan racing to get it again. And she gets hit by number 6 for the Kachinas. Rimmed around over to the near side. Game's getting a little physical here. Not necessarily a bad thing. Corrigan with it. Center to Wadey off of her skate. Great view by Corrigan. Wadey putting on a little clinic in how to be physical in these games. Chipped up and into the Kachinas bench by number 14 for the Kachinas. That gets us a stoppage of play and a face-off down in the Kachinas zone, just to the right of the goaltender. Colorado won that draw. Over to the near side corner. Gray down there to pick it up. Gray battling for it. Puck rolls around over to the far side. Stuck on the half wall. Chipped again and thrown by the Kachinas back behind the net. Gray again with it. She's hounded by a couple girls. Picked up by number 6. Carried up and was not able to get around Collins and ended up putting herself on offsides. So we get a stoppage of play and a face-off. Face-off in the in the neutral zone. Kachinas controlling it in the neutral zone. Batted at by Milish, and she's hounded by a couple girls. Picked up by Landcammer, thrown towards the net, and Plowman not able to get a stick on it. Milish still battling for it. Centering pass and chipped out. Collins not able to get to it first. So that puck ends up down in the Colorado zone again. Pass over to the far side. Landcammer chipped it in and follows it up. She's hounded by a couple different Kachina players. Batted at. Puck's again stalled on the half wall. Landcammer not able to get a shot off. Shot, but a block on Butenweiser's shot. Brought in by Milish. She had it knocked off her stick. Puck still bouncing around. Kachinas are doing a good job of getting their sticks right in the way. To Plowman. She throws it towards the net. That's blocked up front. And a couple of the Kachina girls down below the net. Batted at. And Plowman again with it. Tried to center that one. And it's bouncing around. And in! Colorado draws first blood. Plowman threw it towards the net. It took a weird bounce, and I believe that was Landcammer on a backhand that just rolled right over the top of the goalie and went in the net. That was a dirty goal by Landcammer. Wow. And that puts Colorado up 1-0. Down in the Colorado zone. Thrown up, shot on, saved by Lyons. Number 7, right in the slot. Got a good shot off, but Lyons with a better save. Keep this game within 1. Five minutes and 41 seconds left in the first period. Number 7, I believe, was kicked out of the face-off circle. Number 42 or 12, 42 took her place for the Kachinas. Rimmed around all the way over to the far side, throwing up the boards. But not out. stick. It sounds like Marvisi and Plumman got the assist on that first goal by Landkammer. 5:19 left in the first period. Shots on goal almost equal at 5-4. Both teams doing a pretty good job of keeping the shot count really low. I think Colorado's dominated a little more, but Kachinas are doing a really good job of plugging up the slot right in front of the net. So Colorado's not getting a tremendous number of shots on in that area. Shot by Eaton goes off the post and goes the wrong way, so it doesn't go in. Fry keeping it down low. Fry walks in. Thomason, shot blocked up front, goes into the far side corner. Thrown up, and Fry picks it up and throws it down low. Had it knocked off, tried to throw it down low, had it knocked off her stick. Picked up by number 6 for the Kachinas, carried into the Colorado zone. Brought up by, I believe that's Rowan. Rowan carries it in. Shot saved by the goaltender. Batted at, and Kachinas bring it back out. Tried to hit 77. They do not connect. Goes back into the Colorado zone. Fry back to pick it up. Fry with a quick change of direction. Sends it up to the half wall. Cross ice up to Wadey. Wadey carries it in. Little dipsy-do, side to side. Goes wide and then gets bumped, but still manages to hold on to the puck. Up to the slot. Flanagan tries to center that one, not able to do so. Wadey again with it. Wadey with the backhander towards the net. Good stick work by the Kachinas to not get Colorado the ability to get a solid shot off. We got a roughing call. I'm not sure who that's on. It might be Wadey. Wadey has been physical in this game. She has been playing really hard, and yep, she gets the gate. And we'll go to the sin bin for a minute 30 to think about what she did. 3 minutes and 36 seconds left in the first period. Colorado on a penalty kill. Back to the top of the slot. Shot goes wide of the net. Kachinas controlling it. Centering pass picked off by Colorado. Up to Gray. Gray had it roll off of her stick. Back to Collins. Collins gets it up to Gray. Gray throws that one in. Rims around all the way over to the far side. I believe that's Landa over there along with Gray battling for it. Pops back out to the slot, picked up by 45 for the Kachinas. Over the red line and thrown down in. Didn't quite achieve the red line, so we got an icing call on the Kachinas at the 2:57 mark of the first period. Milish taking a draw. Well, guess not. She's got an equipment issue, so they're sending out a new center. Looks like it's going to be Storfa taking the draw. No, sorry, that's Landa. And Kachinas come away with that one back to the point. Landa with it. Tries to step down through the slot. Not able to do so. Shot on. Goes off the goaltender's stick. Marvisi battling down low. Had it knocked away from her. Kachinas get it up the half wall, but not out. Choi now with it. Colorado not at full strength, and Choi gets hauled down, so we get a penalty being called on the Kachinas. Number 3 going to the box. That's going to put us with some 4-on-4 hockey for a large number, 16 seconds. And then Colorado will go on an abbreviated power play, just over a minute. Puck stuck on the half wall. Colorado throws it back down low. Kachinas pick it back up. Rimmed around all the way over to the near side. Pops out. Bachman right there. Loses a handle on it, and no call there. There shouldn't be. But brought in, and Marvisi with a heck of a stick. Got that right in the way. Choi carries it in. Shot. Pops off the goaltender. She finally gathers it up. Had plenty of time to do so. Nobody crashed in the net. And she gets it covered up, so we get a stoppage of play and a face-off just to the left of the goaltender. Flanagan taking the draw. Out with Thomason and Eaton. Thomason with the puck now. Throws it down low. Rims it around over to the far side. Eaton to pick it up in the corner. Eaton throws it towards the net. It goes above the net. Thomason steps around. Number 27. Backhands in. And goes off the goaltender's mask. Another shot by Eaton. Not able to bury that one. Eaton again with it. Back to Thomason. Thomason tries to step through a couple players. Ends up losing the puck. Over to the near side. Fry right there and goes past her. That one dinged off the post. Eaton tried to get it and not able to do so. Picks it up on the second attempt. Rims it around over to the near side. No. Picked up in the Kachinas zone. Number 22 with it. Thrown up the ice. Fry not able to keep it in. Rowan with it. Bounces it off the boards. And chipped down low by number 27 for the Kachinas. Batted up the half wall. And pinched off in the blue line by the Kachinas and thrown back down low. Picked up by Corrigan. Corrigan not able to get it past the Kachinas player. Picked back up by Colorado. Out through the center and got it out of the zone but to Eaton. Eaton throws it towards Corrigan. Corrigan tries to get it down low. She does. Picked up by the Kachinas and batted away. Eaton battling for it. Tried to center that one. Back up to the point. Shot towards the net. Corrigan. Corrigan with the backhander that goes off at 27 shins. Thrown again towards the net. And that does it for the first period. One period in the books. Shots on goal, 7-6 with Colorado leading the way, just edging out the Kachinas. We'll be back in about 2 minutes for the puck drop at the start of the second period. Stick with us. We still got 2 more periods of hockey to be played. All right, puck drop in the second period. Malish able to come away with that one. Throws it towards the net. Not covered up by the goaltender. Whacked at and ends up in the corner. Picked up by Fry. So most of the play is going to be down in the other end. So we'll try and keep with it as best as we can. Fry with it. Rims it around over to Plowman. Plowman chips it up. Number 3 tracks it down for the Kachinas and goes off the skate of, I believe, Landkammer. And the goaltender covers that one up, and we get a stoppage of play at the 5:12 mark of the second period. Colorado already adding 2 shots on goal to their tally in this second period with less than a minute having expired. I think Colorado's coming out with a little bit of fire to get the ball rolling on this game. Kachinas win that faceoff, take it behind the net, rimmed around over to the near side. And chipped down low by Thomason. Past Marvisi. And Bachman chasing it down. Up to Thomason. She's not able to handle that. It grenades off of her stick. Landa chips it back up to Thomason. She's not able to handle it yet again. And ends up losing the Kachina ended up losing the puck. Eaton with a head of steam. Carried it down, threw it on net, and a save by the goaltender. Another shot on goal for the Colorado tally. Flanagan taking the draw for Colorado. Back to the point. Shot towards the net by Bachman. Picked up by number 27, but not cleanly, as one of the Colorado players is right there. Colorado again with it. Shot towards the net. Saved by the goaltender. Batted at. Puck's bouncing around over to the near side half wall. Pops out. Marvisi takes a whack at it and ends up knocking it out of the zone. So we're going to get a face-off in the Colorado zone early on in the second period. Batted at. Corrigan not able to handle that. Bachman with it. She had it knocked off her stick. Thrown towards the net. Marvisi right there to get it out of harm's way. Again, thrown towards the net. Blocked up front. Kachinas with it. Thrown again towards the net. And a save by Lyons as she saw that all the way in. Great taking the draw for Colorado. It looks like we have number 6 for the Kachinas. One by Colorado. Corrigan throws it up. Gray picks it and just lobs it all the way down. That should go for an icing, and it does. So we're going to have a face-off back down in the Colorado zone, just to the right of the goaltender Lions. Back to the point. Kachinas throw it towards the net. It ends up going wide. Butenweiser there putting on some pressure. Pops out in the slot. 45 gets it all the way back to number 14. And Chow putting on some pressure and managed to get it out of the zone. Gray with it. Gets it up to Storfa. Storfa with it. Both referees have a penalty being called, delayed, and I believe it's going to be on the Kachinas. So we'll see what the call is here. They're discussing right now. Number 14 going to the box for a trip. That's going to put Colorado on a power play. 13:06 left in the second period. Pops up and out. Rowan picks it up, gets it up to Landa, throwing up the same boards. Jordy Lyons takes a little bit of a spill and not able to get back up. And now we have a penalty being called on Colorado, I believe it is. I'm sorry, another one on the Kachinas. That's going to put Colorado playing a 5-on-3 as number 77 goes to the box for a trip. We are at the 12:42 mark of the second period. Shots on goal now 11-9. Now they can put some pressure on. Colorado wins that one, but right on the half wall. Kachinas steal it in the slot, throw it all the way down. That is going to make it for an icing, and it does, as Lions just let that drift behind the net. So we get a stoppage of play early on and another face-off down low in the Kachinas zone. Face-off's going to be just to the right of the goaltender for the Kachinas with 55 seconds left on the first penalty and 1:20 on the second. Kachinas get that one and throws it down. It goes off of Fry's leg. Colorado has to roll back to pick it up. Rowan with it. Gets it up to Eaton. Eaton gets it and tries to throw it in. It goes off the skate. Picked up by Rowan. She carries it over the blue line. Hands it off to Thomason. Thomason shot. Saved by the goaltender. Goes up behind the net. Picked up down low. Back up to the point to Fry. Fry walks it down the half wall. Steps out. Steps to the slot, hands it off, and to Wadey, I believe that is, and shot towards the net. That goes off of a body in front and ends up all the way down in the Colorado zone. Fry picks it up in the Colorado slot, comes flying up, gets it up to Rowan. Rowan skates it in with the head of steam, and offside, I believe Eaton had already crossed the line. And so we get a stoppage of play. 7 seconds left on the first Kachinas penalty. 32 seconds left on the second. We're at the 11:43 mark of the second period. Back to the point, Marvisi with it. Gets it over to Landcamer. Landcamer with it. Walks in. Shot towards the net. Saved by the goaltender. Rims around. And Malish keeps it down low. Landcamer with it now. Looking to hand that one off. And goes off of a stick. Wide of the net. Picked up down low. Picked up by the Kachinas. Thrown down. Marvisi now with it. Gets it up to Flanagan, I believe that was. Thrown towards the net. Bounces around in front. Shot wide of the net. Kachinas pick it back up. Rimmed around. Marvisi with it now. Takes it behind the net. Shot and saved by the goaltender. Back up to the half wall. Marvisi again with it. Throws it down low. Chipped back up by the Kachinas. A race for the puck. Number 77 had her pocket picked by Malish. And it dribbles into Lions, and she covers that one up, and we get a stoppage of play. Kachinas are now back at full strength, and we are at the 10:43 mark of the second period. Tomorrow, we're going to be broadcasting from the same facility, but over on the other rink, which is a much better location to broadcast from. We'll be able to use our normal camera setup, which is fantastic. Thrown towards the net, saved by Lions, as Bachman, it gets tied up right in the slot and ends up on the ice. .38 left in the second period. Shot towards the net by the Kachinas, but batted away by Bachman. Thrown up to Wadey. Wadey comes over to the center ice, skates in, down hard, shot, saved by the goaltender. Thrown again towards the net, puck still bounding around, picked up by the Kachinas, taken behind the net, thrown up the near side boards. And kept in by Colorado, back down low below the goal line. Colorado putting some pressure on the Kachinas. Wadey with a little bump. And kept in. We got a roughing call. I'm pretty sure that's going on Wadey. The back referee was right there and definitely caught that one. So that's going to put Colorado back on a penalty kill. Colorado wins that one. Back to the point. Budenweiser right there to try and pick the puck up. She's now battling. Kicks at it. Kachinas come off the half wall with it. Back up to the point. 77 shot. Goes off of Lions. And that took a weird bounce and rolled back up the upper shoulder. But she managed to keep that one out. And another shot wide of the net picked up by Rowan. Rowan decides she's going to skate it up. Gets over the red line, throws it right towards the net, saved by the goaltender. Down in the near side corner. It was that Gray picked it up, gives it over to Choi. She walks in, shot blocked up front. Again, both teams doing a really good job of getting in the way of those shots and the sticks. Colorado still with 30 seconds left on their penalty. And we are at the 8:56 mark of the second period. Over to the corner, Eaton picks it up. Skates around a couple of the players. Eaton still with it. She gets hauled down, and we got a penalty being called on a hook against the Kachinas. So we're going to play some 4-on-4 hockey for about 16 seconds. And then the Team Colorado is going to go on a power play for 1 minute and 14 seconds. Which is a slightly abbreviated power play. Over to Fry, over to Bachman. Chip down low, back to Fry. Fry skates it in. Shot up over the net. Hit the glass behind the net. Kachinas pick it up. And Colorado's back at full strength right now. Eaton with it. Carries it in. Tries to hand it over to Thomason. Kachinas come away with it. Fry steals that one. Throws it to the slot. Batted away. Fry again with it. Centering pass up to Landa. Shot wide of the net. Picked up by Eaton down on the near side half wall and chipped down low. Up to Thomason. Thomason pinched up against the wall and ends up coming. Fry helps out and comes away with it. Backhander towards the net. Goaltender with a good pad save. Landa with it. Tried to center that one. Pops out. Thomason with it. Back to Thomason. And Bachman gets it and just throws that down low. Kachinas steal that and are not able to get it out of the zone. Landa with it. Back to Eaton. And we got another call being made. And that's going to be on the Kachinas again for yet another hook. That's going to put the Colorado team on a 5-on-3 power play for a big whopping 2 seconds. And then they'll go back on a 5-on-4 power play for a minute and 28 for the remainder of that, a minute and 28 seconds. 7:53 or 7:15 left in the second period. Walk around, shot wide of the net by Colorado. Down in the Arizona zone. Bachman with it. Sends it down the half wall. That, I believe, is Flanagan. Puck is down below the goal line. Having a little bit of a hard time seeing the numbers for the players. Puck's bouncing around, and that goaltender finally covers it up. No goal there as Colorado is not able to bury it. Milish taking the draw. Collins not able to keep it in. And chipped back in. Shot towards the net. Goal! I think that might have been Plowman that buried that one. That puts Colorado up 2-0 in this game so far. We're at the 6:27 mark of the second period. After this period, yeah. After this period, we're going to be doing a resurfacing of the ice. So we're going to take a little bit of a break while we do that, and then we'll be back. Colorado kind of won that faceoff. Butenweiser back to pick it up, leaves it for Gray. Gray with it over to the far side, gets it over to Storfa. Storfa carries it up and gets it in. Choi with it now. Back to the point. Butenweiser and thrown down low. Thrown towards the net, saved by the goaltender. Thrown all the way back down. And we got an icing call on Arizona. So it's going to go all the way back down to the Arizona zone, just to the left of the goaltender for the Kachinas. Colorado won that one, but not cleanly. Kachinas now control it down below the goal line. Rimmed around over the near side up on the half wall. And Colorado still controlling it. Down in the far side corner, Colorado still with it. Choi carries it behind the net. Quick change of direction, comes out the far side. Rowan with it. Steps around. Rowan still has control of it. Gets hauled down. We got a penalty being called by the on the Kachinas. And that puts us at the 5-minute mark of the second period with Colorado going back on a power play. You're good. Yeah. Because you can put that camera on as they walk by in front of the camera. Marvisi with it. And Wadey now picks up the puck, comes flying up the far side, gets it into the zone, picked up by the Kachinas, pops out. Marvisi back to pick that up. Marvisi gets it up to Corrigan. Corrigan carries it in. Up to Landcamer, shot! And puck's bouncing around in front. Corrigan picks it up in the Colorado zone. Quick change of direction. Tries to bounce it off the boards and ends up hitting a stick. Rowan now with it. Kicked up to Corrigan. Corrigan over to Wadey. Wadey grenades off of her stick. Chipped in. And Wadey just throws it down low. Goes for a change. Kachinas pick it up in their own zone. Looks like we got a player down. And, yep, that would be my daughter. She gets up. She's fine. Number 14, Marvisi, ended up going down. But somebody was offside, so we get a face-off in the neutral zone on our side of the ice. We're at the 3:57 mark of the second period. Carried in by Eaton. Eaton walks to the slot. Hands it off. Puck's right there. Knocked away by number 3. Great save there. Fry gets it down low, but the Kachinas pick it back up, bounce it off the boards. Fry picks it up off the half wall, tries to walk to the center. Picked up by Corrigan, or sorry, not Corrigan. Who is that? Bachman. My bad. Puck's down below the goal line, rims around over to the near side. Bachman picks it up on the right at the blue line and then chipped down low by Eaton. Landa there put some pressure on. Back to Bachman. Shot! And that hit some bodies in front and ended up going wide. Kachinas with it, and they throw it off the glass. Fry picks it up on the blue line, tries to get it over to Thomason. Not able to connect on that one. And Kachinas pick that up, end up giving it over to Bachman. She throws it up the ice, and Kachinas get it and throw it all the way down. And that is an icing call on Arizona. So we're going to have a face-off in the Arizona zone. Colorado up 2-0 so far in this game. Thrown up. Budenweiser gets it over to Landcamer. Thrown down low, picked up by Storfa. Storfa with it. Chipped up and past Collins. Collins having to race down to get it. Bounces it off the wall and out of the zone. Plowman gets it up to Landcamer. She loses a handle on it. Landcamer able to get it in the zones. Sorry, that was Malish, not Storfa earlier. So Malish battling for it down low, rimmed around. Collins picks it off at the blue line. She backhands it down low, but doesn't go very far. Goes off of a stick. Kachinas now controlling it. 2-on-1 against Budenweiser. Let's see if she can do something. Shot saved by Lions. As Budenweiser played that relatively well, the shot was way off to Lions' left with no real path to get into the back of the net. So good save by Lions, good play by Budenweiser. That keeps the score at 2-1. Up to Choi. Choi with it, carries it into the zone, goes wide. Batted up the boards. Pass Rowan. Rowan not able to keep it in. Good play by Rowan. Hard hit on Storfa. And we got no call by the officials. Centering pass. Back to the point. Marvisi with it. Thrown towards the net. Bounces around in front. Colorado controlling it in the slot right now. Centering pass. Off the near side boards. Marvisi takes a whack at it and able to keep it keep it in the neutral zone. Shot saved by the goaltender at the 52nd mark of the second period. Still 2-0. This is a tightly played game by both teams. Not a tremendous amount of opportunities, good scoring chances on net, but they are getting some shots. We are at 28-15 for the shots on goal. Batted in on a backhand for the Kachinas. Fry having to race down and pick it up down below the goal line. She takes a little bit of a stumble. A little battle ensues. Kachinas come out with it. Shot towards the net. Blocked by Wadey. Wadey goes. She lost it initially but picked it back up. Goes wide of the net. Cuts hard to the net. And good save by the goaltender. Wadey with a great individual effort to get that shot on net. 16.7 seconds left in the second period. 29-15 is the shots on net for both teams, with Colorado having the edge now. Flanagan taking the draw. Kachinas come away with that one. Kept in by Fry. Thrown back down into the Kachinas zone. Fry again with it on the half wall. Keeps it down low. 4 seconds left. Thrown up the half wall and up, and that does it for the second period. Stick with us. We got one more period of hockey to be played. Colorado up 2-0 so far in this game. We will be back after an ice resurfacing, so it'll be about 15 minutes. Be about 15 minutes before we come back, so stick with us. All right, folks, we're ready to get going on the third and final period of this game. Colorado is up 2-0 so far with the shots on goal almost doubled over the Kachinas' number of shots on goal. Just waiting for both teams to take the ice so we can do the puck drop. The officials are already ready to go. And here we go. Both teams step up to take the face-off. Number 5, Milish, going against number 7 for the Kachinas. And dropped off by Landkammer, but we have an offsides call. That was a little late on the call there. So that's going to put us out with a face-off out in the neutral zone. We're going to redo that face-off as only 6 seconds have expired in the game so far in the period. Milish against number 7, and Kachinas win that one. And batted out on a backhand. Rowan picks it up. Looks to hand it off. Tries to get it up to Plowman. Plowman just redirects it into the zone. Plowman bumped off the puck. And towards the net, Milish putting on some pressure. A little shot. And Milish picks it up. Backhands it towards the net, but it doesn't really go very far. Kachinas get it, and back to Fry. Fry able to keep them from maintaining any direct contact with the puck, but it ends up in the Colorado zone anyway. Up the boards and backhanded down low. Kachinas pick it up. And Rowan now with it. She throws it behind the net, throws it up the boards and out of the zone. Kachinas pick it back up and chip it back into the Colorado zone. Carried up by Fry. Fry gets it into the Kachinas zone. Back behind the net. Fry still battling for it. Bounces around over to the near side. Picked up by Rowan. Rowan just backhands it off the glass to keep it in. Back down into the Colorado zone. Fry chases it down behind the net. Picks it up. Throws it up the near side boards. And Eaton with it, battling for it, and the Kachinas number 6 ends up with the puck. She takes it behind the Kachinas net. Eaton putting on some pressure. Number 14 for the Kachinas rims it around over to the far side. Landa with it, walks to the slot. Thomason shot blocked up front by a shin guard. Back down low with it is Rowan. She steps around a couple of the Kachinas players. Up to Bachman. Bachman not able to get a solid shot off. His 77 stick was right there. Eaton with a little backhander that ends up going way wide of the net. Up and out. As Rowan now with it, throws it off the far side boards, picked up by number 4. She carries it in, throws it towards the net, goes wide. Picked up on the near side boards and chipped down low. Landa picks it up. Quick change of direction, comes away from behind the net with the puck. Eaton now with it, chips it up. Rimmed around over to the near side, thrown up the boards past Thomason. Marvisi ended up losing it. Ends up down in the Colorado zone. Up to Eaton. Eaton carries it in. Brings it wide. Looks to center it. Picked off by number 88 and bumped by Flanagan. Batted at. Eaton with it. Gets it up to Marvisi. Marvisi carries it in. Thomason's shot goes wide of the net, picked up on the near side half wall by Marvisi. She walks around, centers that. Thomason with the shot blocked up front. And Collins there to put some pressure on. Colorado getting back really quick. Shot on, saved by the goaltender. Marvisi now with it, and she gets stymied by her own player, thrown in off of one of the Kachinas. Collins chips it up and ends up giving it over to the Kachinas. They bring it over the blue line and throw it towards the net. It goes wide. Long pass up to Wadey. Wadey carries it in. And the Kachinas goaltender covers it up. And we get a stoppage of play. Colorado right on the doorstep. This game seems to have slowed down a little bit. Both teams not coming out with the third period vigor they need. We only had 2 shots on goal for Colorado and 1 for the Kachinas. Back to the point, thrown towards the net, saved by the goaltender, ends up just to the side of the net, picked up by Gray. Gray throws it towards the net, trying to hit Choi. Choi not able to gather it up. Back to Collins, that ends up all the way down in the Colorado zone. Budenweiser picks it up and ends up bringing it up the near side boards. Gray gets it up to Choi. Choi carries it up through the neutral zone. And she's bumped. Storfa down, battling for it down low. She's got a couple Kachinas on her in the far corner. Kachinas rim it around over to the near side. Picked up by 42 on the half wall. Kept in by Budenweiser and brought out by Gray. Gray looking to hand it off and gets it over to Fry. Fry now with it. Quick change of direction by Fry. Fry backhands it up and out of the zone. Number 42 for the Kachinas picks it up. Batted down low by Colorado. Not able to get the puck out of the zone, or the Kachinas not able to get it out of the zone. Plowman with it. Throws it down below the goal line. Looking to retrieve it. Malish puts on some pressure. And backhanded by Landkammer. Nice save by the goaltender. Centering pass. Kachinas right there to sweep it out of harm's way. Up the boards, thrown towards the net. Goes wide. Picked up on the near side by Plowman. Plowman battling for it, and she gets hauled down, and that's going to be a penalty on the Kachinas, as we got a tripping call by the official. 9:09 left in the third period. As I stated, this third period is a lot slower than the first 2. Not a lot going on in this third period right now. Yeah. Down low, Landa looking to pick it up. Backhanded past Landa. Marvisi picks it up. And chipped up. Landa with it. She throws it down low behind the net. Up to the point. Thrown back down low. It's on the half wall right now. Backhanded all the way down below the goal line. Eaton centers that one to Landa. Landa not able to get a stick on it. And the goaltender did not know where that one was. It was right underneath her. So we get another stoppage of play on this power play for Colorado. Face off over on the near side. Flanagan taking the draw, bookended by Wadey and Corrigan. And Kachinas win that face-off, rim it around all the way over to the far side, pops up and out of the zone. Bachman picks it up, throws it up to Corrigan. Corrigan tries to get it up to, I believe that was Flanagan. Corrigan now with it. Back to Flanagan. Over to Wadey. Wadey shot on, saved by the goaltender as she gobbled that one up, and we get another stoppage of play with 25 seconds left in the Tigers, the Team Colorado power play. Back to the point. Bachman with it. Throws it towards a couple of the players. Batted past Marvisi by 45. 45 gets it down into the Colorado zone. Shot wide of the net. Picked up on the far side. Wadey with it. She comes flying up through the neutral zone. Gets it in. Shot towards the net. Redirected wide by the Kachinas. Backhanded up and out by the Kachinas all the way down. No icing on that. Colorado gets to it first. And right in the slot. Not able to get the shot off. Chipped up the boards by Wadey over to, can't tell who that was. Whiffed on it though. That was Flanagan. Flanagan not able to bury that one. And we got an offsides call as Collins was offsides when she brought it in. I believe it was Choi on the far side that was already in the zone. 7:08 left in the third period. Brought in by Choi. Choi steps to the center. Batted at by a couple of different players, thrown towards the net. Good save by the goaltender. Storfa right there to try and pick it up. Backhands it down low. Choi to Storfa. Storfa had it knocked away from her. 29 picks it up and then batted again down low. 22 throws it up and out, and that goes all the way down. See if that's not going to make it for an icing call. Lions puts it behind the net. Budenweiser right there. Rimmed around, picked up by the Kachinas in the neutral zone. Batted off the near side boards and down low. Budenweiser with it, gets it up to Choi. Choi gets it and throws it over to the near side. 22 picks that one off. And Fry now with it in the Colorado zone. Tries to get it up to Choi. Choi to Gray. Gray for Plowman. Plowman gets hit by number 7. That is absolutely a body checking. Good call by the officials at the 5:48 mark of the third period. Plowman just got steamrolled right in the slot by number 7. And let's see what they're calling. I think they're trying to decide if that's going to be 2 minutes or if it's going to be anything more. So what that's going to be is a minor and a misconduct penalty. So that player will be done for the rest of the game. They need somebody else to serve the penalty for that player, the minor penalty. But the player is out for the full, for I believe for a minute and a half penalties, it's an 8-minute misconduct. So 9.5 minutes with only 5 minutes and 48 seconds left in the game. So she's done for the game, but the players serving the penalty for her can come out and put them back at full strength. Milish taking the draw. Kachinas come away with that one. Back to the point. Fry with it. Throws it down low. Centering pass picked off by 3, rimmed around. Rowan gets it and throws it down low. 3 with it again. Up the far side half wall. Chipped up and not out as Fry is right there. She just throws it back down low. And that's going to go for an icing call. And it does. Number 3 throws it all the way down. 5:18 left in the third period. Shots on goal is 34-16, favoring Colorado. So tomorrow, the game is an early one. It's about 8:30 local time here in Arizona. Time change, if you're not in Arizona, time change will probably affect when that game's available for you. Kachinas get that one and get it out of the zone, but not cleanly. Eaton with it. Chipped in and back out. Thrown all the way down. That's going to be on Lyons. She bats it away. Picked up by Bachman. Bachman takes it behind the net, throws it up the near side boards. Eaton gets it, tries to get it up to Thomason. Thomason not able to control that one. Bachman with it, and she loses a handle on it. Thrown down low by Thomason. Back to Marvisi. Marvisi with the shot. That goes off of a player and the goaltender. She needs to work on getting that shot off a little bit quicker. Landa controlling the puck now. Up to Thomason. Thomason not able to handle that. That grenaded off of her stick. Back for Bachman. Bachman with it. Gets it up to Eaton. Eaton skates to the center. Comes flying in. Eaton goes behind the net. And gets held up a little bit. Out to Thomason. Puck's bouncing around and right underneath the goaltender. And we get a stoppage of play at the 3:45 mark of the third period. Over to Corrigan. Corrigan wasn't able to handle that one. Back into the Kachinas zone. 3 minutes and 25 seconds left in the third period. Colorado putting on some pressure off the far side boards and then chipped right back up. Flanagan with it. She comes flying up through the neutral zone. Skates in, looking to hand that one off. Goes off of a skate in front, and the goaltender covers it up. Wadey gets mauled up in front. She's not happy about that one. No call anywhere there, as it should be. This is finals here. Not really, but close to it. Flanagan taking the draw. Going against number 77 for the Kachinas. Flanagan wins that back to the point. Butenweiser with a good play. Thrown towards the net. Goes off a body in front. Another centering pass. And Kachinas trying to break number 6 out of the box. Hounded by Butenweiser. Good defensive play by Butenweiser down low. Wadey now with it. Takes it behind the net. And out of the zone. Thrown back in, but that's going to be an offsides call on the Kachinas. So we're going to have a face-off in the neutral zone with 2 minutes and 29 seconds left in the third period. Colorado still up 2-0 in this game. Looks like we got a timeout being called by one of the teams. I'm not sure which. No, that's just a timeout. They're counting down a minute for the timeout. Stick with us. We got some more hockey to be played. I'm going to take a little bit of a breather and grab a swig of water. All right, 2 minutes and 29 seconds left to go in the third period. Shots on goal, 37-17. 88 taking the draw, going against number 11, Gray. Kachinas come away with that. Get it into the Colorado zone. Fry battling for it and not able to pick it up. Over to the far side, kicked at, and not out of the zone as Kachinas managed to keep it in. Storfa gets it down low. Shot by Choi. Save. Another shot. Hits a body in front. Another shot. Goaltender save. And the goaltender covered that one up, and we had a little bit of a scrum up front as Colorado did not let up after that flurry of shots. 1:45 left in the third period. Kachinas controlling the puck off of that faceoff, goes off of the stick of 45. Fry with it. Skates to the center. Puck's bouncing around. Fry with it behind the net, looking to hand it off. Gets it down to Choi. Choi back to Fry, bounces around again. And past Fry, number 6 with the head of steam. Carries it in and is hounded. No call by the official there. Shot wide of the net. And chipped up and out. Handed off to Fry. Fry again with it. Carries it in. Empty net goal, or empty net. As Kachinas have 6 players, they finally pull it off the stick of Fry, throw it up the near side boards. Chipped down low by Milish. And batted at and out of the zone. Rowan having to go back and reset. Puck's bouncing around. Milish with it now. Tries to get it over to Plowman. Back behind the net and thrown out. Rowan throws it towards the net. Milish with it. Another one towards the net. That goes wide. Everybody missed that one, thrown all the way down. 10 seconds left to go in the game. That's not going to make it for an icing call. And Colorado able to hold on so far. Colorado now able to hold on for the 2-0 win. 0 goals scored against Colorado in this tournament so far. Colorado takes this one. They will be playing they will be the first seed in tomorrow's game against the first and second seed. I believe they're going to be playing Dallas. So we will see Dallas tomorrow. In the meantime, everybody have a great afternoon. We will see you back on this channel tomorrow. Again, like and subscribe. That helps us. And I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. we're going to let the cameras go for a little bit so you can go ahead and watch the handshake and whatever they're going to do at center ice. Some of the players tend to do a prayer, so you get to watch that, but we'll let it go for just a little bit. In the meantime, have a good Saturday afternoon. We will see you tomorrow.